Hey, I'm Phil Strongman of the Waterfowl Dispatchers, and we are here tonight. It's the off season, and we're gonna teach you how to make a 48-inch Texas rig system from DIY products that you can get off of Amazon and just from in and around your house. We are in the off season, so we're redoing a bunch of our decoys, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity to show you what we do for our system. We usually buy the Rig 'em Right system just because it's easier for us. It's better made, better quality in my opinion. But if you're gonna do a DIY and save some money like we did when we were first getting into it, I'm gonna show you how to do it. And we're just repurposing all this stuff from when we did it before. So if you have that stuff, if you have the money, go buy the Rig 'em Right stuff. But if you don't and you want to do it a DIY, save some money, I'm going to show you how to do that here tonight. So there's two ways to do this. Rig 'em Right's done it where the decoy slides up and down the line, and we're doing a system that the weight slides up and down the line. You could ask somebody smarter than me which system works better. This system we just started doing, we have all the lead weights with holes in them, so that's why we're doing the sliding system. The sliding system's worked well for us, and we've never had a problem with it, and so that's why we're doing it here tonight. What we did in the past was we did all our Texas rig systems with this plastic PVC, and it served us well. The only problem I had with it was if you wrenched on your clasps too tight, it would break this or cut it to where it would break eventually down the road, and you never want that when you're out in the field. So you try and do the best you can to avoid equipment malfunctions, and so we moved away from the PVC plastic and we moved to PVC coated stainless steel. And it's the same stuff that Rig 'em Right uses, so it's going to be far better because your clasps aren't going to cut it, nothing's going to break it. You can reef on these if it's stuck in the weeds, and it's just going to be better for you. So a couple things you need, I will list everything in the description below. Other than the lead weights, you can buy lead weights. We just made these ourselves. So what we made our lead weights out of were anything we could find that's lead. Like we used weights from balancing your tires and rims. We used lead shot that we had given to us that we weren't using. And so what we did was we just got a little soup can, put the lead in it, make sure you wear a respirator, heated up the lead, and then we made depressions in the sand. We just used a broom handle, and then we put an old stick in the center, poured the lead around it, let it harden, and then drilled out the stick. Because for some reason when you try and drill lead, it breaks drill bits really easy, and we don't have expensive drill bits. Might be more expensive drill bits may work, but that's just what worked for us. So you'll need make your lead weights. The other thing we have is these are deep sea, I'm pretty sure they're deep sea rigging clasps. They're aluminum. I'll link exactly which size to get for this PVC. The other thing you're gonna need are fishing, I don't know what these are, clasps and swivels. Make sure you get them with swivels. Find the swivels work a little easier. I'll link those down below as well. You can also use, that we've used in the past, I just have these. I wouldn't recommend using them, but if you don't have anywhere else to go, or Amazon's for some reason can't come to your house, these are fishing, it's the thing you put the fish on when you throw it in the water. I'm not really a fisherman. Keep it alive. It's usually on a chain. I forget, a stringer. That's fishing stringer, that's what it is. These go in the fish's mouth, you just pop them off. You can use these to hook your decoys on as well, but I find the swivels work better. So, and then you're gonna need something to cut. These are tin snips to cut the PVC coated steel, and also we have the clasp clamper that's the proper thing, but we've used just a cinder block and a hammer, and it's worked pretty good as well. So let's get started. You're gonna take your PVC coated. We're doing these 48 inches roughly to match up the Rig 'em Right ones. We have a couple Rig 'em Right systems, so we want them to match. And so we need to cut these at 62 inches. So once you get 62 inches, find your spot, take your tin snips or whatever you're cutting it with. Try and make sure they're sharp, because this gets to be a real pain when they're not that sharp. So cut them up there, make sure that's nice and cutly. So we're gonna do our loop first. Feed it through, do our loop. We'll be able to resize it once we get that matched up. Pull the long end, get whatever. You don't have to match it to a Rig 'em Right. You can do it just whatever you feel comfortable with. A decent sized loop is never a bad idea. For using on your carabiner. Then you're gonna clamp this down or pound it down with your hammer. Make sure that's nice and tight. You don't want that coming undone. Next, more importantly, put on your weight. Because if you don't put this on before the next step, then it's not a good time, because you have to cut this and then it's not the right length. And believe me, I've done it before. It's a pain when your decoy's different length than your other ones, and yeah, it just looks eh. So you got your aluminum clasp on there. You stick your swivel and your other thing that I can't remember the name for, that's the fishing term. And then you pull the tail end, so it makes this loop pretty small. Try not to have any tag ends coming out this side. They get hooked on a bunch of stuff. So, I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just one of those things that it's better to do it than not. Make sure that's nice and tight. Hook them to your decoy. We have the Avian X, whatever ones these are. They're just the painted ones, but they worked really well for us. Paint stood up, so I have no complaints about these. So you get your swivel there, hook her on, your little connection, and there we go. We have fully functioning Rig 'em Right system. Not a Rig 'em Right system, a Texas rig system to match the Rig 'em Right one. And you're gonna be pretty happy, I think, with this. This PVC coated stuff is the bomb. And so yeah, that's a DIY from us. It's the off season, we need something to do, some video to put out. I love producing videos for you guys. And so this is one that I hope it'll help you out with, for everybody that does DIY. Enjoy, and we'll catch you in the next one.